Dear viewer, I want to welcome you back to Learn with Brandon. I'm still with a radio presenter by the name Akok, Ngor Akok. I know he prefers Akok, Ngor.
In fact, you have called the name of my dad.
Which one?
My dad is called Akok Ngor Akok.
And you?
And I am Akok Ngor Akok.
Ah, your designs, your designs of naming, they are a special one. We have previously said there are winds. Some they are winds of singleness, to some they are winds of addiction, to some they are winds of unemployment, mental health, name it. But we ended when you suggested that there is someone watching.
Who is powerful than the wind? And that person. But the most familiar name that, by the way, do you know that when something becomes so familiar, it becomes so, normal?
Yeah.
That when you say it doesn't make any difference. That it don't change. Jesus Christ is the ultimate authority over all the winds.
Okay, when we posit that if he's the ultimate over all the winds, in that story we find Jesus praying. Does someone who is with that capacity is he supposed to pray?
Maybe what is prayer? Do you know, we understand prayer as a solution for suffering. Like prayer is just like when you are suffering, you pray.
Educate us. Educate us, please.
Prayer is that, okay. When I get your telephone number now, well, Brandon, can you give me your telephone number? Now, when I'm an average person,
yes,
I think that calling uncle simply mean asking for money. That is not it, right?
Yes.
Okay, all the telephone calls that you receive now, are you saying this guy need money?
No.
I was calling to check on you. Maybe you need to pray to check on God too.
Okay, so in this passage, why does Jesus pray?
Jesus was praying for other people. He was praying for the disciples. The first thing we said, and it's recorded in the scriptures, that Jesus Christ was a sinless person. Okay? Jesus Christ was a sinless person. And the Holy Scriptures tell us in the book of Psalm 84 and verse 10 that the Lord will not withhold anything good from those who walk uprightly. Okay. So Jesus Christ, even if he don't pray, God give him stuffs. So he was not praying for a job. He was not praying for marriage. He was not praying for health. He was eating nice things. So he could stay healthy. He was doing exercise, walking from Samaria to Jerusalem and all those kind of things. So why was he praying? He was praying for the disciple, for the safety of the disciple. Remember, there was a day he came to Peter and said, Simon, Simon, the devil has asked for you, but what? But I have prayed for you.
Okay. Why does he have to stand at a distance to watch? You remember, the boat is in the middle of the storm.
Yes.
Why does he have to stand at the distance to watch?
You are a mathematics teacher, are you?
Yes.
Why do you give student assignment and then you go back to the office and sit there and they struggle right there?
To see what I have taught has sunk into their head.
That's it. Hey. Jesus Christ wanted to teach these guys a lesson of trust so that it sinks in. It doesn't matter what I am through. Jesus Christ is teaching me that I should trust him. So that was an assignment. Doesn't make sense.
No, it does. It does. How can it not?
Here is what a certain lady said. Now, I love to read books. This book was written by a lady. And she said, God, like the teachers in the school, test us to see what we know. Right? But God tests us because he already know what we know. But he wants us to know what we know.
Oh, okay. So it is on our own part to know
what we know. Maybe you have been trusting yourself a lot, and God now wants to test you so that you discover who you truly are. Okay, the disciples think that they were professional river guys or whatever.
Fishermen.
They need a little test to
Mm.
know that they are not who they think they are. That they should trust in the Lord. When we walk with the Lord, the light of His word, the only way to be happy in Jesus is to trust and obey. So Jesus Christ was at the distance, but you as a teacher giving people assignment does not mean that you don't know the answer.
Okay. Something is intriguing me.
Go ahead.
So, who benefit? Okay, who wins if the test goes bad?
If the test
Goes bad, like
goes,
everyone has failed.
everyone has failed.
Yes.
Then now you win.
Oh, but Jesus, I think he already knows there is a lesson they are going to learn.
Yes.
Regardless of whether they all fail
or they pass.
Mm-hmm.
He will teach them a lesson. So what Jesus was doing when imagine you giving them a test and now you're praying for them
to pass, to make it. Yes.
To make it. Giving assignment, then you are answering the numbers that you have given. So in case they fail, here are the answers. So Jesus Christ, the Bible tells us, maybe we're going to read, He have authority over the wind.
Yes.
And what is the wind that we said for us today? Well, we don't have a lot of problem with this natural wind. But we have a problem with social winds, the psychological winds, and the spiritual winds.
Sure.
Look at this. On the spiritual level, some have denied the one who created them. Call themselves atheists.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time I was talking to an atheist and he says, I am an atheist. I don't believe in God. And I don't like Him. And I said, God loves you so much and He cares for you and He's the reason why you're breathing right now. And I'm so grateful. He said, Amen. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe the reason they call themselves atheists is because the God that they used to hear, that He would throw them to hell. And a Christian God is not ready to throw you to hell, but to save you from hell. So Jesus Christ, we are going to see, is having power over all the nature. Look at this verse. Matthew 14 and verses 25 and 26. Now on the fourth watch of the night, look at this one, it is night, darkness. Jesus went to them. They did not come to Jesus. Jesus went to them. There are some people who say, I found God. I came to God.
I was looking for God.
No.
The right church.
God is looking for you. The lost coin. Was it a lost coin that was looking for a woman or a woman looking for the lost coin?
The one who lost it.
The sheep. The lost sheep. Was it a sheep looking for the shepherd or a shepherd looking for the sheep?
The shepherd.
Let us not boast that we have found God.
Even the child.
When the child got lost.
He found the father waiting.
There you go. The prodigal son. So Jesus Christ went to them. And this is intentionality. He didn't discover, who are those guys? My disciple. No. He went to them. He was not caught up by surprise. He gathered from wherever he is to go to the disciple. So, even you today, your problem are not surprise to God. There is nothing that caught God by surprise. Look at this one. Jesus went to them walking on the sea, walking on the water. Okay, what is the problem of these guys? It is the water, right?
Yes, and the winds.
Water and the wind. What is Jesus doing?
He's walking on their problem.
There you go. He is walking on the problem. So today, your problem might not be water. But Jesus Christ is not just an expert of walking on water. No. Why did he walk on the water? If the problem of this disciple was a shark in the sea, they were struggling with that big fish.
Yes.
Jesus Christ would have come driving
the shark.
So it's not just a matter of walking on the water. It is a matter of walking on the problem.
Sure. Sure.
Jesus want to prove to them that the same thing that is causing problem to you
Is not a problem.
is not a problem. How? Watch this. Jesus Christ, the same Jesus Christ, walking with the children of Israel back from Egypt now to the land of Canaan, there was a Red Sea in front. The disciple, those disciples, can I call them disciples? Those
Fine.
children of Israel.
Fine.
Why did you brought us to die here? Hold on, go forward. They refuse. Go forward. They refuse. God says, okay, if you refuse to go forward, I am going to divide the Red Sea for you. And they divide the Red Sea. The intention of God is not so that this guy walk on the dry ground, but they walk on the water.
Yes. So,
Okay, go forward and the sea is in front, which literally means that just go like that. You will be the first people in history to walk on the water. Then me later, sometime in the New
I'll
Testament,
come
I'll
and
come
walk
and I'll
on
walk.
that water.
But these guys refused. God divided for them. It's not walking on the water, it's walking on the problem. So your problem today might not be water, but what we mentioned previously. Loneliness is your sea troubling you, storm. Jesus Christ can come walking on that too.
The writer here is saying Jesus had not forgotten them.
Oh.
The watcher on the shore saw those fear-stricken men battling with the tempest. Not for a moment did he lose sight of his disciples.
Wow. Not for a moment did he lose sight of his disciples.
Then why is it that for them it is simple to look to their own strength, but for him he is always looking towards because on the previous pages the writer says that for them the burden was heavy upon his heart, and he poured out his supplications with bitter agony and tears. So
Praying.
Jesus is looking at them into the winds are blowing. He's feeling a lot of pain for them, but for them, they are looking for their own solution.
Which is always a natural thing that human beings could do. A child, all right, a child. Mom is back at home. You get the thorn that spears your leg, your foot. Back when I was a child, I know I can't go to my mom. I go to my friends. My mom will just make it the hard way. Friends will compromise me.
When I cry loud, they will reduce.
Hold on. So Jesus Christ, even us today as Christian, we don't prefer to go to Jesus Christ, the great physician. You know, some people when they get sick, they go and get painkiller.
Or in my society there, they go for mango leaves, they try to prepare until the problem is intense.
Yeah, then you go to the doctor.
To the hospital.
People don't want the real medication because it's painful somehow. We want painkillers. So maybe the disciples were looking for painkiller when the great physician is there.
Is near them.
No one wants surgery. Surgery is painful.
Okay. Now my trigger is here. At the moment when they believe themselves lost, a gleam of light reveals a mysterious figure approaching them upon the water. But they know not that it is Jesus, the one who has come for their help. They count as an enemy.
The Bible says that in verse 26 of Matthew 14, when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, "It is a ghost." And they cry out for fear.
The Bible is a unique place because the one writing there is a disciple.
Yes.
But he's writing as if he's not the one. But go on.
Now, here's the thing. Jesus was coming for the help.
Yes.
Signifying that he have authority over the problem. You remember he said that you will walk on the scorpions?
Yeah.
You will drink poison, but it will not kill you. You remember something like that?
Yes, I do.
He said to the disciple exactly that thing, signifying that you have authority over them. Now, here is our problem. Someone who comes for our help, we call a devil. And then the devil who came for our destruction, come on, high five.
Better the devil, you know, than the angels, you don't.
Better the devil you know than the angels you don't know.
Hey, this one was afar, so they didn't know.
This is what we are doing today. Look at this one.
Mm,
Someone is just coming to do a Bible study with you. This guy is going to deceive me. This person is doing Bible study with you. You're calling him a devil. That's what the disciple did.
mm,
Look at this video here. Someone is struggling with loneliness right now.
mm,
So this video is good for him.
mm.
But you know what he will do? We'll just scroll and keep on looking for some funny entertainment, amusement. Is this not the same thing that the disciples are doing? Our solution, we call it a problem. The video that is there for your help, you just scroll it and you look for things that will increase the problem.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Why did Jesus have to wait until they have no solution to come?
The same reason that he waited until Abraham was so old, then he showed up and gave them a child. Because if Abraham had gotten a child when he was 31 years old, he would say, I am an amazing gentleman, freshman from the university. I just got a job because of my certificate. So, God don't want you to trust in yourself. Okay, let me put it this way. There was a day Jesus rose someone from the dead, and the people say that, he didn't die. It's coma. He just collapsed. So even if Jesus would have come or not, he can stay back to life. Said, all right. He went to the town of Nain again, find a young boy dead, raised him from the dead. People says, this young boy is not dead. So don't trust Jesus Christ. Whether he would have come or not come, the boy would have just rise from the dead. Jesus said, this guy is okay. Let's wait for the next person to die. I'll not come the same day. I'll come when you guys are convinced that he is dead. The news was brought to him. Lazarus is sick. Sick, let him die. Okay, he's dead. Let him die for 4 days.
I think that is in his mind, not he's not saying that.
Yes, Mama. He was not telling people. But in his brain, because Jesus was a psychologist too.
Sure.
He raised people from the dead. They say that they are not dead. So he said, all right. He didn't say it verbally. He didn't put it online.
Yes. yes.
Let somebody else die. Lazarus died. Okay, what do you think is the reason why he came 4 days late when Lazarus was ultimately dead?
I think like he responds on the boy born blind. That
the reason
for
he
his
came
mission,
very late when Lazarus is absolutely dead.
4 days into
4
the grave.
days. It's because based on the previous experience when he rose people from the dead and then they deny that they are not dead. So it is not you who rose them from the dead. These guys were just collapsing. So even if you come or not, they would have just raised from the dead. So now Jesus said, if another person die, I'll not come the same day. Because if I come the same day and I raise him from the dead, they would say that he was not dead. He was just sick or collapsed or something. So let him die for 4 days. And that's why there were many Pharisees there. Journalists were there. This guy is dead now. We see. Jesus Christ came late purposely.
Yes.
To make us not trust ourselves, but to trust him.
Okay, we are coming to a conclusion of this. We are still in the storm.
But there is someone powerful in the storm.
Yes, but that person is walking through the storm.
Yes. But the fact that he is powerful in the storm did not finish our storm. He was walking on the storm, and that same storm he's walking on is also crushing the disciple. So Jesus Christ can have power over problem. But you still will have problem until you accept that Jesus Christ. That's our third episode.
Thank you. We'll meet in the next episode. May the Lord bless you.